So today we're going to be looking at how to make money in your sleep by following and copying master traders on BitGet. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it right now. All right, so how we do it is you go sign up on BitGet, and the best way to do it is to go find the link in the description below. There you'll find the link that is official, and by doing so, you'll be supporting me in this channel. So please go and click on the description below. Now, once you're in BitGet, you're gonna log in and you're obviously gonna deposit some money into BitGet. Now, you can buy your USDT from other networks and chuck it straight in there. BitGet also has this feature: if you hold some BGB, which is a BitGet token, you can actually start paying your fees out of there, and it'll be a 20% discount as well, which is really nice. But here, you can make some deposits. I actually buy cryptocurrency from Binance, and then I transfer it in here, and I think there is a way that you can do it on BitGet as well, but you just put some money here in BitGet. Your assets divide into two accounts, so three accounts actually: spot, P2P, and futures. So you don't have to worry about P2P. Once you have your USDT or and things like that, you will initially have it in spot. Make sure you transfer the USDT that you have from the spot account by pressing transfer, and then from spot to USDT M, and that will basically get the funds into your futures, and that's what you can do. Now, without further ado, I'm going to show you my assets right now. This is my futures account. This is my equity at $7,300 right now. This was a mere $5,500, literally like about a week ago. So I am clocking in around like $100, $150 a day. Doing this, I think the first video I did, I had about $600, but then I tipped in more money so that I can have larger trade sizes as well. I feel like I have a better understanding on how this works now. So to be able to give you a step-by-step instruction on how best to utilize this feature with BitGet and actually make you profitable. So of course, this is not financial advice. There is a lot of risk when it comes to trading cryptocurrency. So make sure you understand that, make your own decision and your own imperatives to actually come around to make the decision to take on this particular investing activity. So if I show you my account on the copy trade, all you're gonna do is you're gonna press copy trade at the top. Once you're in copy trade, this button here at the top is where you're gonna see where you're copying your trade. You obviously won't have anything active there as of this moment because, well, you wouldn't have had anything to copy yet. But as you can see, I've profited $1,900, and I've only been doing this for about 10 days or so. So I'd say that's pretty good. The capital was about $4,900, which sits quite comfortably within my, I guess, a seed fund, which is about $5,000, $5,500. So if you see the history, you can see that all the trades have been closing in profit: $61, $33, $45, and that was just today, actually. So 16th of the 5th is the day today. So 7 a.m. to between 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. there were this many trades, and these were all the profits that were locked in here, like so. And I've done nothing to make that happen, okay? That's pretty easy to do. I really suggest that you do this on the computer. Mobile is obviously very helpful. You can sign up using the mobile and stuff, but do get used to coming onto the website to actually activate these trades. So today I'm going to go through how to do this, okay? So this is how it works. When you go into the copy trade, you'll see top traders. Now, a lot of them you'll notice have already full slots. So 150 out of 50, 150 out of 50, 225 out of 50. And what you're trying to identify here is whether these traders have these profits because they're lucky or because they're actually good at what they do, whether it's based out of skill or not. There's obviously a lot of metrics that we can see. You can see total P&L, you can see copiers P&L, we can see AUM, which means assets under management. So as you can see in my account, you would have seen like there's $4,900, and so like combination of those is what then forms this particular asset under management. So he's managing $4,900 worth of my asset. So what we're going to do is today we're going to go through these accounts and identify what makes them a good trader. So I think the best thing to do is, if you don't want to wait, if you like a particular trader and they've already become full, then you can click on their profile like this one, and then you can press on set slot reminder, and you have the app installed on your phone. They'll become available. Once they become available, you'll get a notification straight away. But the problem there is that you need to then be able to follow them straight away, because these slots do fill up very, very quickly. It's a very active exchange, guys. Just to give you the validity on the size of the exchange, I will show you this website. So we all know CoinMarketCap. So go to exchanges and then go to derivatives, because derivatives futures exchange. So this is the futures exchange that we're playing in. As you can see, it's number 8 in the world, and it's above FTX. That's massive, and you know it fluctuates within the top 10. So Binance, Bybit, they're very big exchanges. You guys hear me promoting Bybit a fair bit as well. Bybit is another fantastic exchange, but I understand Bybit is not available in every single country out there. So BitGet definitely is available in pretty much most countries will have access to BitGet. They've actually worked very hard to achieve that. So that's why this additional functionality that BitGet has, I think, is really helpful if you want to make money. But if you're not a good trader, right, or if you don't have the time to trade, right, then it's a thing. Now, a lot of people are very skeptical about high frequency trading, but it all comes down to skill and the commitment to actually make it work. And if you can make it work, then you can make some good amount of profit out of it. I don't think you'll become like millions and billions rich, but you can make money that will definitely make you feel comfortable, if it's done right. Again, not financial advice once again. So what we want to do is, as soon as we open up their profile, we want to make sure that their statistics is reflective of their skill. And that they're not just lucking out every single time. So we want to make sure that their results are consistent over time. And that's what we're ascertaining by looking at these profiles. Now, it may look a little bit daunting at the beginning, but I'm going to show you an example of a good one, because obviously they've been really good for the last 7 days. So first of all, these guys here are certified by a process of registration with BitGet. BitGet isn't going to just put up random people, because BitGet's objective, the exchange's objective, is to actually have you guys trade and stay solvent, right? To have money so that you can continue to do more trades and be able to make fees on the trades that you do. The incentive for these master traders here, we call these the master traders, right? These master traders is that once they do make profit, they take 8% of the profits that they make on your behalf. So that's what they do. They obviously are not responsible for your losses. They also are not responsible for your wins either. You're just following them. You're just using the bot to actually follow their orders and to copy their trades exactly as and when they come up. Now, let's have a look at the trader that I'm following right now. So I'm following a trader called Origin. Now, you can also diversify your strategy here as well. You don't have to follow one trader. I am, but you don't have to do that. You can follow multiple traders. So when you're looking at this right now, in the last 7 days, I first of all look at last 1 month. So I'm not just looking at last 7 days. As you can see, this guy makes around about 135% every day. Okay, like so. 105% every day, 107% every day, like so. There has been a big drop. That looks like a big drop because that's like 100% a day to 140% a day. I don't see a big problem with that. Now listen, this is not a bad chart. And you might sit there and go, well, how does one person make 140% every single day? Well, you got to remember, with futures trading, you don't actually invest all of your money in one trade. If your account size is like $10,000, for example, you invest like $100 or $150 at a time. Because if your position goes, like if you're leveraging by like 50x and the position drops by 2%, then you basically wiped out all your money. But then instead of liquidating, it can actually eat into your seat, and that's okay. You're still staying in position, and you can dollar cost average into the position. That's one of the ways that good futures traders actually then manage their position so that they can stay profitable. Okay, so on the trades that they do activate, this is the level to which they will carry their investments so that they can clock in these investments. So let's say you invest $50 and then you make, let's say you have a $5,000 account, you invest $50 and you make 150% out of that, then you're basically profiting another $75. That on $5,000 is it's like a small increase in the price. So what is that about? So slightly over 1 and a bit percent, right? So that is still pretty strong. That's increasing your seed, and that's quite good skill. So in the last 1 month, this person has been able to make 130%, 100 to 130% every single day, and he hasn't missed a beat. So obviously there's a metric that he's following and it's doing well. Okay, I've been able to see something even greater because once you actually do follow a trader, you will see when they activate the trade and what price they do it in, and you can see their strategies as well. So you can actually use this as an opportunity to actually learn more about how master traders actually trade. As you can see, their income has been increasing. This is their account size over the last 1 month. It's a very linear progression. That means he's using the same lot sizes, the same margin to trade with every single time. That's a very good strategy. They're doing a good job. So over the last 1 month, he's gone from 17.2K to about 17.98K. Okay, that's good. All right, he may have taken some money out, not some money in. It doesn't really matter, but we're seeing a consistent growth here. That's another thing that you want to look up for. This thing doesn't really matter. About 50-50 is their split on Ethereum and USDT and Bitcoin investment. And the position duration is anywhere between 1 minute to say about 14 hours is how much they do in the last 7 days. For us in the last 1 month. Okay, he's doing anywhere between 4 minutes all the way to about 53 days. I wonder if he did that just to stay afloat. Okay, and these are all profitable positions. And you might see the profit size is very, very low, but that's because he might be trading very, very small sizes. Just so that he can actually stay solvent and using a very, very low risk strategy, and that's not a problem. If we look at the last 7 days or even last 1 month, we can see his daily trading volume means that he's actually trading daily. He skipped a couple of days, in the last one month, but that's okay. Traders are human beings, they need breaks as well. This is not artificial intelligence, guys. This is a real person trading. So we can see on the left hand side, the trading order, 889, accumulated followers, 4,241, total P&L, 17 grand, gain, 0 losses, and ROI is about 110%. Based on the trade sizes that he has. Okay, so, and I know Origin has been trading for quite a long time now. Now, Origin is already full, so you obviously want to find another trader to follow. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the exercise of then selecting the right trader to follow. So let's have a look at the copy trade once again. We're going to look at all the people. First, I'm going to press hide full because I'm not interested in the ones that are full. You don't have to do this. You can still do the research on your own, find someone that you like, and go for it. Okay, we're going to look at some numbers. Now, some of these numbers are absolutely crazy, like 6,000%, 2,000%, 5,000%. It is likely that they've just lucked out, or they have a really small account. So when they have a small account, they can risk a lot and therefore be able to hit those moons really quickly. I'll give you an example. So long voyage, I'm going to open this guy up, and we can see that his daily P&L, 339%, 953% every day. I mean, I don't know how sustainable these things are. Maybe they are. Maybe you can. This guy has been consistently sitting at 178%, but it has moved. Maybe he's had some short position that has gone absolutely crazy because of the massive dip in Bitcoin, and that's fair enough. And he trades Bitcoin. Yeah, there you go. At 50x leverage, if it goes down 20%, that's what 50 times 20. That's 1,000% gain that he could have potentially made. His income has gone from I guess $120 all the way up to 1.8K within 7 days. That's massive. I mean, if you can catch that, that's good. In the last 7 days, he hasn't traded for any more than 3 or 4 days. I wouldn't count these 2 days. These 2 days is trading, the volume is way too low. In the last 1 month, his trading pattern is very choppy. This is a person that I would personally not follow. Okay, nothing against long voyage. This is just not a person I would follow. So I would look at some tamer returns, probably between 80 to about 100. That's one thing you can look at, and one that has almost full seats. So this one is 143 seats already filled out of 150. So let's have a look at that P&L ratio. Seeing 88%. He likes the 88% every day, and 0 to 88%. So I wonder if his account only got started 7 days ago. All right, so that could totally be the reason why. And his account size is a little bit small, so I would give this man a pass. So you go through this process of elimination and you just keep going, and this could take you hours of research, I guess. I mean, if you can do it quickly within 1 hour, that's good. Let's have a look at things. So we'll look at this guy. It is a bit scary to see some of the copiers' P&L sitting at negative 33,000, but let's have a look at his track record right now. We're going to look at last 1 month. And you got to understand, right now, there was some pretty crazy times in the market. And to actually be able to lock in these 100% gains, that's pretty good. Other than a couple of days where he has cut his wins a bit short, and that could have been, just some volatility that the trader didn't expect. So it's not such a bad thing. But we can see that he generally stays around the 100%. We see a nice linear progression on the 7 days. Let's look at the 1 month. Yep, so the 1 month is looking pretty good as well. Although the income size is a little bit too low, 50-50 on USDT, on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in the last 1 month, he's only had profitable trades. And that is possible, guys. You can actually manage your position for that to become possible. And in the last 1 month, he has been trading very, very consistently. This has some really good promise. So I would potentially give this man a go. Okay, even the account size is small, that's okay. They might just do that on purpose, just to showcase their trades, just for the sake of doing this trade here. It's obvious to me that he's got about $33,000 asset under management. That's not bad. I would also be arranging this by asset under management as well, because the more money that these guys manage, this guy managing 200K, he's down 500K, so that doesn't look good, so I'm just going to stay away from that. At Naver.com, this guy must be Korean. Koreans are really good traders, I'm not going to lie. Koreans are absolutely fantastic traders. So we're going to have a look at this guy. So it looks to me that in the last 1 month, he profits 400%. The lowest he's gotten is 200%, 300%. These fluctuations aren't so bad. Anything above 200%, you can definitely stay quite volatile there as well. The income has dropped. I wonder if it's because of withdrawals. So I don't see that as being an issue. In fact, this guy has a very, very large account, predominantly BTC USDT. He has some losses, but the point is that he has more wins than losses, which is a good thing. And that's what we want to see. And we actually see some larger profits here as well. That's because his trade sizes, his margin sizes are a lot longer. If you're feeling a little bit aggressive, a account like this wouldn't be such a bad one to follow. We can see that he's increased his trading volume recently as well. Very, very aggressive, very, very real and raw trader, I can feel. Definitely one that isn't relying on luck, but definitely on skill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start following this guy. So I'm going to press follow. I've read the agreement, press copy and press follow. I'm going to copy all of his moves. All right, you can do the more switch to advanced and things like that, and that's where you can copy and select leverage and margin and stuff like that, and you can do that for each coin that's happening. I thought the basic was pretty much doable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck. So you can follow up to $3,000 USD in margin. That is massive, guys. So if this guy clocks in 200% in one day and your margin is 3,000, that means you're going to be making like 10 grand a day, which is super duper a lot of money. Right, but obviously pinch of salt, guys. So what I'm going to do is this. I have a $6,000, $7,000 account. I used to trade about $50 on the $66,000 account. I thought I was playing a little bit too safe there. So I increased it to $100, and I had one trade that I couldn't do because of a margin. Now that's very dangerous. Your trade size is really important. If you have a $6,000 account and if you see this particular account holder take 50x leverage on that, for example, then my suggestion is that you should probably stay as low as possible, but not too low so that you're not making any money. So for me, I think the sweet spot for something that sits around the $66,000, $7,000 account is about $100 margin right there. And even then, if your trader makes 140% on a $100 trade, you're still making $150 a day. Like, who's complaining with that kind of return? With the 6,000 measly dollars that and these guys are managing their positions in and out. So today I'm going to take a diversification strategy. So with this one, I'm just going to put 40 because I understand this particular trader clocks in a higher rate of return every day. So I think that's what I'll do. So I wonder if that's because he has a greater leverage and things like that. So actually, I'm just going to quickly check that now by going back. One thing that I think I forgot to mention is if you go to orders, you can see his history. All right, 25x leverage. So he actually doesn't do too many, but it looks like he enters a lot more positions in a particular given day. So this entire page is all in one day position. So he does trade a lot more. So he hasn't got any active trades right now. So that's a good thing. Some traders you'll see on the copy trade, and you'll see active trades, and they'll be like 700, 800% in the reds. It means they've made a bad trade, and they're using all the subsequent trades to actually make it better, to actually earn back the money that they're losing, and they'll find a better level to sell out at. Okay. Just like, you would, it's kind of like hodling. But, in futures, you don't want to hodl for too long. So this particular trader obviously trades a lot more in a given day on a 25x leverage. So the leverage is nice and low, which is good. 50 is considered quite medium in like high level, professional trading. So yeah, this guy's full now, so I can't follow him anymore. So I'm going to set a slot reminder because I kind of really like this guy. And I'll be very happy to take additional risk to follow this guy because I see that his returns are quite high, and that's very, very attractive. So the way you would follow this particular person, I'm bummed out because I can't follow him anymore because this account was actually pretty good because he has a pretty large account size himself. That means they're going to be owning up to that account as well, which is nice. So let's have a fine. I'll just go hide full. AUM nice and high. I want someone really, really like aggressive. Let's have a look at this. Okay, 600%. Does he trade? He trades. Okay, so I found another guy. That's 1 month, but his income is not that great. Yeah, he closed his longs on a negative, so he made a bad call. These things are all visible. Yeah, so I feel like he's high frequency and aggressive and short term, so I might move on from him. Okay, I don't particularly want to find him, although I don't think he has a bad track record. He's got an $8,000 account, which is nice. I'll definitely be keen to follow the u.yahoo.com, naver.com guy. Stable and short term. These are labels put by, of course, BitGet. You want to press follow. I do want to do it quite quickly. So I've got $100 margin size that I've going on right now for a $6,000 account. So I'm just going to do a $50 account, and I'm going to adjust the margin size of the other one I'm doing. So I'm going to press 50 and I'm going to press next. Okay, once I press next, it will say confirm, and away we go is what we do. Okay, so we'll follow on all of these asset classes, so that'll go in there straight away. What you can also do is go to copy trade, just like I've done just now. Go to my trader and you press edit, and then from here you can then change your follow amount here, and then you can press next, and that's a good way to go. Move forward, away you go. Now, one really cool thing is the notifications. So you will see these exact notifications come through on your phone as well. I'm sorry, these are in Korean. I can't change that, unfortunately. But basically it says close, and that's your profit here. So 61, 35, 45. These are all profits, okay? So this has closed 4 o'clock at 7 past 4 o'clock, 43 seconds, 7:45, 1:35, 30, 25, 91 is all the profits. But next, okay, I got a notification for BitGet. All right, cool. I just got a follow slot available. Here we go. Follow, here we go. I'll do it quickly this time. So I'm gonna chuck 50 bucks in there, press next, confirm. Do it really quickly. All right, so I did manage to follow them, but I gotta go to my trader, and I'm trading him, I'm following him at 50. So I need to make sure that my total follow is, 100. So I'm gonna adjust that down to 50. And I might even reduce my risk profile altogether by reducing the amount. So with that being 50, I'll probably adjust that down to 40. I'm gonna be less greedy here because like we established, and you have to do it quite quickly, guys. Like we established with this particular guy, he's profiting a lot higher than my other trader as well. So I might just take that risk with him. Obviously, the wins have fallen a lot, but he managed to still be in profit, which is an impressive thing. Sorry, this tutorial is a bit all over the place. That's just how it has to be. Okay, so that's how we've set it up. Now, sorry, going back to the actual trade. So I see what I've done today is I actually keep an eye on this guy trading as and when he's making the trades. So he was trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what I do is I check out the charts. And look, I just had the 30-minute charts up, and what he did was he actually traded here. And then he dollar cost average with a short position, of course. He had a short position. So these are all short positions, guys. So he dollar cost averaged up here and then up here again. And then he got out just right here. And I wonder why he got out here. And that's because of this. He got out there. He got in here, first of all, thinking that the RSI was overheated, right? Because obviously on a downtrend, RSI gets very close to the overbought region. He was going to put a sell order in there. He's done well. It's a sound strategy. It goes the other way. What does he do? He dollar cost averages in. That's another sound strategy. He got out of there because of that rising support level, and also that price action is when the RSI dipped down to the oversold region as well. Another interesting thing is, I think what made him feel comfortable getting into that region was another descending line of resistance existed up here. You can actually see this happen as in when these trades are open and when the trades are closing as well. You can see when it opens and when it closes, which is an important thing. A lot of people know when to open, but not many people know when to close. So that has been a really, really fruitful experience for me, being able to see other traders as and when they make these decisions. Very, very exciting stuff. So if you want to get better at it, this is a really good tool. If you're kind of already good, but you haven't really fine-tuned the skills because you don't have the time, you don't have whatever, then this is a fantastic way. This is a fantastic way to learn and watch other people and to actually capitalize and profit. This is way better than DeFi returns. This is actually people working hard behind the scenes, and all the incentives, they all match up. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It works. The people are being financially rewarded to do these things. Truly making money in your sleep. And I cannot believe I'm sharing this with you guys. But the more I share, the better it will become anyway, right? So go check out the link in the description below, guys. BitGet is the exchange with all these functionalities. Follow the steps, follow the bouncing balls, and then I think you should be able to learn something. I won't say you may make money on this, but I'll say you should be able to learn something, and hopefully you will be able to be profitable, just like I was with I guess reasonably small amounts of money, which can hopefully support your lifestyle or whatever you wish to do. Of course, only risk amounts of money that you can afford to lose. Do not be stupid. Do your own research. Make sense of every little thing before you do it. Make sense of every little thing. There's no such thing as, well, there is analysis paralysis, but don't buy into that crap. Just make sure you do your research, okay? If you're still doubtful, go and learn how to do some trading yourself. BitGet is great because they actually give you fake $3,000 to trade with. That way you can identify like what are some skills that you can apply, what are some metrics that you can apply. Once you do it and you observe other people do it, then that's when you're going to see the value of this particular tool that BitGet is applying. Go check out the link in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.